Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag. I'm about to get in it. I'm like, automatic is a habit. You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it. I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick. She don't know the occupation. I just want to know that I can hold a conversation. Oof. I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you. Now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check. Trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
From the host of Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First carry of the game. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Complete.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Wentz. Flushed out right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Carried by the wide receiver.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Wentz. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. To throw is Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football's a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Quick throw out wide by Wentz. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Wentz again. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay, because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Completes it to the tight end Kittle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
To George Kittle.
George Kittle is easily one of the elite tight ends in the NFL. Back-to-back seasons of 88 and 85 catches. We just saw another one right there. Anytime he lines up on the field, you better treat him as a primary receiver and make sure you have a second guy in the vicinity to try and cover it.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Garoppolo now. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
He's brought down at the 30.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Eagles 3, 49ers nothing.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
52's the mark, boys. 52.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th
down.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Oh, Gould missed it. It's no good. Wide to the left, off the mark, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
He'll fire deep for Rager. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Rager with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 10, 49ers nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Garoppolo now, first down throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Mostert. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was 2nd in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Here's 2nd and 10.
What's tight? 21.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2nd down and goal. Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Eagles 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
1st down, Philadelphia.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. He was hoping to get that to John Hightower, and now it's 2nd down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st down, Eagles.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Wentz's throw taken in by Sanders. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Elliott good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he'll look downfield. And got his man complete. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6.
Lining up for the point after.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw, it's Wentz. And that's complete to Sanders.
Wentz's pass.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Now Wentz. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Wentz now on first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On first down, Wentz. That'll be caught. Rager with it. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Caught by the tight end, Ertz.
Wentz's pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
A gain of 2 on
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He's got his man on the crossing route. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
The ball carrier.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
50-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
Pettis hauling this in from Garoppolo. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory.
And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. And his kick is right through.
The score, Niners 21, Eagles 20. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now Garoppolo gets this one to use check. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
And brings up 2nd down at the 26-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now a guy who missed the last 2 full seasons, it's Jerick McKinnon. And it would appear he's going to be short of a 1st down as he stopped right around the 29.
A gain of only
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it taking over a 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa, his 2nd sack of the night.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Wentz. That's caught at the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And it's caught. And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game.
21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Looking sideline, incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down, to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball. It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
65.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge.
Brings up 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Jackson. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
36-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Quez Watkins, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I couldn't quite hear, but I can imagine there was a big lookout to the quarterback as Nick Bosa got to him yet again for another sack. The 2019 Defensive Rookie of the Year, he continues to make an impact now, and I expect that for seasons to come. Not only is he a great player himself, because of his work, because of his excellent play, he makes everyone else in that defensive line that much better too.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Shotgun now for Wentz. His throw incomplete. Rookie Jalen Reagor, the intended target that time. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 46. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing is Wentz. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Complete to number 86.
Zach Ertz. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Eagles 36, 49ers 21. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Will Parks. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Wentz. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 32 on the play. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
It's 2nd and inches at the 23-yard line.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Philadelphia, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Niners, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.